is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff showing last year. He believes Oregon can take it all the way this season, and it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Dogs kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dante Moore fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Maybe a crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, Overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Steps away to find some room. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. Mark it at the 24.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got his man in the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Looking long. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Frazier. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keeps it. Here's a little room there. step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's Moore to throw. Got a man. It's Moore. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Pittsburgh's offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He's got his man, and he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. To the air, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Punt is in the air. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He gets a block. And there he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Special teams proving to be special. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No. Yes! Perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen. And he sure as heck does when he gets it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Rush is on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking left. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. Under fire. Working that left side now. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Moore to the air. Under fire. Being chased. Quarterback gets enough. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he had just enough to will that one home.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Tigers, not even blinking expecting in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. There's some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Frazier again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of the times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Throwing more. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires toward the target. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And they almost had another. There is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Man, he almost throws another one. Man, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Flips it out in the flat. Nice move there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point was good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. With the catch, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The option, the keeper. Got a little grass. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The Ducks with the answer.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability. His wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Frazier. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The huge play got them on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Here's Nate Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown Bulldogs! And here they come, almost all the way back. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dante Moore moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Moore from the gun on third down. Got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Moore. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field. The Ducks with the answer.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Upstairs, he's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be 4th down. Hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Running inside, it's Frazier.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Release to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
He'll keep it again on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive.